Yeah, it's got a bad one actually on the pedal, and it's slightly bent. So probably gonna have to get some new pedals. Great. We're back. Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the new channel, Electric Awesome. Now, as you know, I was injured recently. I'm not quite ready to get back on the bike. Hello? Hello? You know I'm making a video, don't you, eh? Eh? This is Molly, and she's very nice and affectionate, and she's like a shadow, which is lucky because she's got black fur, don't you? Eh? Don't you? Anyway, so this video is kind of in preparation for my return to the channel. So my ankle still hurts. I'm not going to be riding today. But I thought what we can do is get the bike. This is the first time I've moved the bike since. Have a check on the bike, check it out, make sure everything's okay. So when I'm back, when I'm ready to go back on the bike, it's all good to go. So what we're going to do that is we have a fair few things. So it's definitely going to need a pump up. This is a SIIICK pump. It's wireless and it does up to, I think, 150 PSI. This is for the brakes. And then we got some Allen keys puncture repair kits. Don't think a puncture repair kit is going to be needed today. And then also inside of here, inside of this bag, we have a hose which comes with a gun because we're going to give it a nice clean. But first of all, we're going to check it for damage. So as you can see, I said in one of my last videos that I'd fixed the chain, but apparently it fell off again. So I obviously didn't fix it that well. And also, as you can see, the wheel is straight. The steering wheel, the handlebars definitely aren't. And then we can see some war wounds from my accident. So big old divot here. I'll probably have to get some paint to go on there to get rid of that. There's still some stones stuck in there. A couple of scratches down here as well. Scratches on the pedals. It's got a bad one actually on the pedal. And it's slightly bent. So probably gonna have to get some new pedals. Great, fantastic. And it smashed off the, took the, reflectors off the pedal. So that's a great start as well. I'm going to the front end. There's only a tiny little scratch on the bottom there. And that's about it. And then, yeah, that in there, I have to try and pull that out. But scratched up on this bit. So, let's see if we can get these handlebars back in place, shall we? I've never even opened these. So this will be the first thing we do with them. So, first things first, let's get this off. Get this, one more. Now, so, what size are we going to need? I think it's going to need the biggest one. Yep, tell you what, this is a cheap set of Allen keys. I can feel it bending. There we go. Now, hopefully, that should spin. And we want to get them in the middle. Looks about right to me. Let's do this top one back up. There we go. And we have a straight wheel once again. Now, as I was walking around, I did notice something else. I think that is bent to hell. This one, because that one's quite straight. So I think this needs to come out more like that. Come on. Oh, my ankle. There we go. That's a bit more like it. Won't be able to fix it completely until I take it off, but I won't be able to do that. Just check the others are okay. Yeah, front one looks fine. Cool. So that's those handlebars fixed. Now for the chain. Let's slide this seat out here, shall we? And let's go for, so what gear? Let's get it back. That's not going to work. So let's pop it down into first, seeing as that's what it's on. Cool. Let's get back around there. Nice bit of oil on the hands. I'm just hoping to lift the back end up. There we go. The chain is now back on. Cool. Perfect. Nice bit of oil on the hands. Probably should not have wore a white t-shirt. Battery still seems solid. And yeah, no other damage I can see. This. See if he hopefully turns on, shall we? He's turning on. See if that back wheel spins. He does. Pop him into 5, give him some more spin. Looking good. Perfect. So, other than that pedal, he's actually pretty much roadworthy. Just trying to decide if this whole arm is bent. But I don't know if that's just the design. But this is definitely bent. Look at that. It doesn't even spin like properly, so that definitely needs to be replaced. Yeah, but that's everything on it now. Fixed from when I fell off. Fixed-ish. So the next thing we want to do is give it and grime and grease and all that kind of stuff. And this was one of the highest rated ones because people have been using it for electric bikes. So basically what you do with this is you spray it on, leave it for 2 to 3 minutes for it to proper get into the grime, and then you rinse it off with a hose, which is what that's for. Come on. I'll leave it on. Solid. Of course, just going to be able to pierce it Oh yeah, there we go. He's off. Great. There we go. So we got the spray. That is really annoying me. I want it off. I want it off. Got anything in here that'll pierce it? Let's do a small Allen key, shall we? So yeah, Muc-Off, spray on wash, no sweat, fast action bike cleaner. Cool, most effective. So they fill the water to the white line and then they add fill bike cleaner in. So let's give this a go. Try and get as little of it on the chain as possible because I want the oil on there. Now remember guys, as you're watching this, my bike is waterproof, or was waterproof before I fell off. Hopefully it still is. So I'm on the wheels, shall we? Wheels nice and clean. Right. And you can already tell a lot of the mud has already been taken off. I don't know if you can tell that from the camera. God, used quite a lot already. I think this 1 litre amount will only be good for maybe 1-2 cleans. But to be fair, it did only cost £9. So that's 2 washes, so about £4.50 a wash, which ain't bad at all. And I am being quite generous with it. You probably don't need as much as I'm putting on, but if you're going to do something, you might as well do it properly, aren't you? Right, he is absolutely drenched. Put some on there, shall we? Make sure there's some on the underside. Go. Right. So while that's bedding in, it's looking good. Let's get this hooked up. So I'm fortunate enough to have an outdoor wall bud. So, and of course I didn't bring any cutters out, did I? God, go on, get back in there. There we go. Right, let's go inside and grab some scissors. And these should just pop out, which they do. As you can tell, it's already looking cleaner, lots cleaner. Look at some of the mud marks, just saw a place where I missed a bit. Right, so let's get this thing hooked up. It's 10 meters, so I hope it gets over there, otherwise I have to move the bike. That's what you don't want. So we want this end on there. There we go. Let's run some water through. That's not good, is it? Whee, there we go. We got water pressure. Turn that off. Yeah, he's going to be miles long enough. And then get this on. Maybe it's the other way around? Yeah, gotta be. This one, that'll be why. Can't get him off. I'll put him on another time. Nice. Flat, center, cone, full, and mist. Jet? That's more like it. Shower flat. Cool. So I think jet's probably the best. Okay, let's give him a wash. I probably should have done it before and after, really, shouldn't I? The best place to put it. Another little scratch there. Around this side. Probably didn't take into account that a lot of this water is going into the main camera. My bad. Spin that wheel a little bit. This way. There we go. Look at that. Like new. Gorgeous. Let's give it a little mist in, shall we? Perfect. 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 So, let's wind this up. Get it out of the way. Am I going to be able to get it off my hand? No. Let's turn this off first. Okay, that's on. Get off. Right. He's off. I'll let him dry. And now, last but not least, it's pumping the tyres up. I love this kit. Problem with it is, though, is this, like, they got a nice tidy little hole here, but it doesn't actually screw into it, so it just falls out. So you've got to keep it in a bag. And now what we want to do is set the PSI. So now somewhere on this tire should say inflate to 20 PSI. There we go. So we need 20 PSI. Now it's set to 20. When we turn it on, well, that scared you a little bit, didn't it? To be fair, it scared me a little bit. It should just inflate to 20 PSI. So let's go on the back wheel first, shall we? Front wheel, if I can get me sides right. Open her up. Bang. Oh, we got 19.5, so the front wheel's pretty good anyway. And then it stops. Exactly what we want. And then I was sure the last time I rode this, it did feel a bit spongy. It did feel a little bit spongy the last time I did it. So it would surprise me if it was up to 20 PSI. 20 PSI feels to me a little bit low, to be honest, to be perfectly honest with you. 19, that does surprise me. There we go, we're done. We are done. So now I will leave that out here in the sun to dry, and hopefully, maybe in another few days, I'll be good to ride again. But thanks very much for watching, peeps. Welcome to the channel if this is your first time. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And remember, stay awesome.